school, what we like to call White Oak Warrior Arena. We're going to get started here as soon as we get settled. I know it's a big process, but it's exciting. There's a lot of excitement in the air for our first performance in over a year, almost 2 years since our performance. So we are super excited. We did have the outdoor performance back in the spring at the park, but not an indoor performance with all of our musical groups. So we're super excited about that. Mr. Boyes and Mr. Nelson have been working hard with these students to get them back up to speed. In case you don't know me, my name is Kevin Gale. I'm the principal here, along with Mr. Miner. He's walking around kind of helping get situated here. We are super excited to have you here. We welcome you to White Oak Middle School. As I said, as we get settled here, Mr. Nelson is going to start with the orchestra when he's ready. And we're getting students situated here a little bit. A little flexibility. So again, a reminder that we do require masks in the school. And we're doing our best to social distance. We do have a crowd in here, but we are having some space. So enjoy the performance tonight. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for supporting our musical programs.
Hey, can I get everybody's attention, please? Wow, it's super exciting and refreshing to see so many people here to support live music and to support these students. So, hey everyone, welcome to the 2021 White Oak Band and Orchestra Showcase Concert. For those of you who have not met me yet, I am Mr. Nelson, Orchestra Director here at White Oak, and I'm so excited to be joining the teaching staff here this year. Prior to this, my wife, daughter, and I lived in Louisville, Kentucky, where I taught for 6 years. Our band director, Mr. Boyes, and I are so happy to have the opportunity to share the very first full White Oak concert since winter of 2019 with you. Our students have been hard at work learning new skills, and for some of them, relearning old skills. The enthusiasm and rehearsals each day this year has been a joy and something that we missed dearly throughout the first year of the pandemic. What you will hear tonight is a sampling of what we've been learning and building toward in rehearsal each day. For many students, this is their very first concert, while others have not had the opportunity to perform for several years. Regardless of their experience levels, these students have done an amazing job coming together as a team, building their musical skills from the ground up. With the solid foundation that is being laid, we can expect great things to come from these students as they continue their music education through this year and beyond. First in the program tonight is the 6th grade orchestra. With the exception of just a few, most of these students began learning these instruments just a month and a half ago. I love teaching beginner students because they are so excited to learn, and you're able to hear the incredible growth that they make in such a short period of time. Without further ado, here's the White Oak 6th grade orchestra. Before we play our final selection for you, I'd like to reiterate how proud I am of the progress and growth that these students have made this year. Their decision to join the orchestra is one that they will be thankful for years to come. Here's the jerk folk song, Lightly River.
Good evening. I am John Boyce. I'm the band director here at White Oak. I've been here at White Oak for 17 years. This has obviously been a really difficult time for music, so we are so excited to be here making music in front of you again. We're starting out with the 6th grade groups. This is our 6th grade band. Almost all of them are beginners, so this is their first performance for almost everybody in here. So we started out from the very beginning this year. But even those students who have a little experience, they got a lot of review, and we are playing some of the basic tunes out of the book. We're going to show you just the first few notes that we've learned today. First time we're going to make today is Rain, Rain. So in the 6th grade band, there's a lot of difficult things you have to learn when you're learning how to play the instrument. Number one, you have to learn how to hold the instrument in the first place, which is always an awkward thing. It's not like singing where you can automatically do it. You have to actually learn how to hold it, learn how to make a sound. Sometimes that takes a while just to be able to make a sound out of the instrument. I'm happy to say that everybody in the band is making a good and clear sound. That's our first step. Then, of course, we have to learn how to read. In music, you're learning a new language. Music is a language. It has its own symbols. It has its own letters that goes with it. It's a way of communicating, a way of making sound. So everybody here is learning the language of music and how to read and interpret and communicate that with the audience. And so far, we're doing an awesome job, just an amazing job. We're doing a thing called Band Ninja. You've heard about it, where the students get to play different selections out of the book. And like karate, they earn different colored belts, from white to yellow, all the way up through black belt at the end of the year. And we have almost everybody who's earned their white belt so far. So you can look closely at their instruments, hold up their instruments, guys. You'll see little white strings hanging off of there. And as you go through the year, hopefully by the end, you'll see a whole rainbow up here. So they're doing a fantastic start. Next one, this is an oldie but a goodie. I'm sure you'll recognize it. Hot Cross Buns. So during the day for the 6th grade and the 7th grade band, the band is actually split up into 2 different classes. So these kids aren't all in one class every day, being an awfully crowded room. Instead, we split them up by instruments. So we have one class that's all the woodwind instruments, the flute, the clarinet, the saxophones. Those are all in one class. And then in another class, we have all the brass instruments. The brass is in the back, the trumpet, trombone, baritone, tuba, French horn, and also the percussion instruments. That way we can spend a lot of time really working on technique on all those different instruments. So today was actually the first time we ever played all together. And boy, that's one of my favorite things as a band director, when they first get to play together and hear what it sounds like. They have all the instruments in one room. It's always an exciting time. We've got one more to play for the 6th grade. I know that my 3-year-old and my 5-year-old are going to frequently see it. This is Jaws and Baby Shark.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for your patience. I appreciate you waiting so patiently while we get our groups transitioned here into the 7th grade. One important thing that you'll notice with orchestral instruments, these string instruments over here, we need to tune every single time we sit down and play. You'll even see the professional orchestras do that, so we appreciate your patience there. So next on the program is the 7th grade orchestra. This ensemble is a mix of beginners and students with multiple years of experience. Regardless of their experience level, this group has been progressing at an incredibly fast rate due to their strong musical aptitude and good rehearsal etiquette. All students are playing across multiple strings, and the bass players even are shifting in a higher position on the instrument. Though you won't hear it tonight, we have just started playing with bows over the last several weeks, and they are doing tremendously. This group, as well as others, are very excited to perform with their bows at the Winter Orchestra concert in a couple of months. Here's the 7th grade orchestra. Grade Orchestra will be closing their portion of the program with a fun tune called Matthew's March. It has the students skipping around from note to note more than the previous tunes. We hope you enjoy it.
All right, the 7th grade is only going to be playing one tune for you with the 7th grade band tonight. They have really flown through the book. We started at the beginning of this year, we started over from the beginning because so many of the students hadn't played in over a year, and many of them are brand new. So we started over from the beginning of the book, and we did a lot of review, but they ate it up, and they flew through that method book really quickly. So quickly that I decided they were ready to play an actual full sheet of music. So we're going to be playing a full song here in just a moment. First, I want to recognize some students. Number one, there are a couple of 7th graders who are actually performing with the high school marching band right now as 7th graders. There are 2 girls. They're in color guard. Color guard is the flag corps that you see out on the field in the competitive marching band. And they've been really having a great season so far. I know they've won best in their class multiple times, reserve grade champion multiple times. They have a whole load of trophies up there in high school. So really proud of those girls. Yeah, that's okay. I want to recognize Olivia Griffith and Gracie Angelo. And I also wanted to take a second to recognize how many students here are brand new at their instrument this year, who started out from nothing and had to catch up to all the other kids in order to perform tonight and are just doing an incredible job. So if you are brand new, this is your first time playing your instrument, please stand up. First time playing your instrument. Really excited. All right, we're going to play one piece of sheet music. This is about a Roman soldier called Centurion.
Okay, thank you again for your patience. I'm going to have everyone's attention up here for the final part of our program this evening. The final string orchestra to perform tonight is the 8th grade orchestra. Several of these students were total beginners this year, but for many of them, their 6th grade orchestra experience was halted mid-year by the pandemic. This group is a fantastic group of resilient, hardworking, and considerate students. The level of support that the students offer one another is remarkable. The 8th grade orchestra will actually be performing a longer piece of sheet music for you tonight, complete with some fun choreography in the middle. We hope you enjoy our performance of Popcorn by Catherine Greasing.
Alright, before we play our last song of the evening, I want to direct your attention to your program. There's a bunch of upcoming events on the back, which you can take a look at. We've got everything up to December. Already Marching Band Invitational is this weekend. Honor Band auditions. So students in 7th and 8th grade can audition for Honor Band. There's a specific music that they have to play. We'll be looking over that in class later this week. You can practice it, and then if they want to try out with it, they just need to tell me, and I'll register them. Those auditions are at Princeton. And then the actual Honor Band performance and rehearsals are the first week after winter break in January. And then our winter concerts are in December. We have a winter concert on December 9th for band, and the 14th for orchestra, and the 15th for chorus. Stage band is an after-school activity here at White Oak. It's an extra band club, and we learn to play, besides the music that we play during the day, we also play jazz music and rock and pop music, extra stuff that we play after school. So that's an extra activity for anybody who's in the band and audition to be in the group. Those auditions will be right before winter break. before we play with the 8th grade, I also want to recognize the students who are playing with the Coleraine marching band that are in the 8th grade band. We have several in here, so I'm going to have them stand up when I call their name. Manny Breckfish, Julian Goffman, Danny Schwetman, and James Wagner. Awesome job. Mr. Page made it out. That's our high school band director back there. Mr. Page made it out to see us because he's doing a fantastic job with those kids. Okay, we're going to be playing an arrangement of music from the Pirates of the Caribbean. Thank you so much. We are so proud to be performing for you here tonight. We want to make sure to thank the custodians for helping us out, setting up and cleaning up tonight. I want to really make sure to thank our administrations. Mr. Beering is here, Mr. Gale, Mr. Meyer, so supportive of music here at White Oak. But most importantly, thank you to you guys, to all the parents for supporting us and for encouraging your kids to stick with it. After all we've been through this past year and a half, thank you for bringing back the music, everyone. Thank you so much. Okay?